Welcome YouTube. We're back here at Dom's Tank. This is Tonio's house. Appreciate the comments and subscribing. So we're looking to get some more subscribers and we have another shipment from China. We're going to be doing some beats and some Gaga beats and some
pros.
Your beats, some pros. So make sure you check back on our next update. But here we are. 1 year later since the main tank was started, and we've come a long way in just 12 months. We've added the quarantine tank, the mixing tank, the RO tank, the RO system, and just recently we added some blue lights. So we've got a nice little system for medicating, which we use as a hospital tank, where we can give them a Vitamix. We can provide internal parasite medicines such as deworm,
Paragard.
So we've got a little bit of a system when we get new specimens in, a quarantine tank to make sure that they're fine, and the main tank. So let's take a look at the main tank, see how far that's come. So you can go back to our original video, the day we installed, and you can see the progression here. What we've done is we've picked up a lot of these rock at clearance at the local fish stores, and also on Craigslist. People getting rid of their tanks. Really, our average cost on all this rock is about $2 a pound, which is about $5 less than the local fish store charges. So you want to be careful. You want to buy them from somebody who really took good care of them, had the right lighting and so forth. And we also picked up some rare pieces, I think, that add some pizzazz to it, and I've aquascaped everything. So if you take a look at it, we're building up the rock so that we can cover the overflow boxes nicely, and we have a little bit of a valley, and then it comes back up, and we have some dimension to it. It's not just a straight line. It kind of bows out, and then we have some fittings in the back to provide a little extra comfort for them at night. They can sleep in them. Underneath, we really haven't changed a whole lot here, other than we've continuously maintained the protein skimmer, and the skimmer is working well. We've got it extremely aggressive right now to try to clean out the neck, and we have adjusted everything so that the auto top off, the Tunzi auto top off, is working really well. Our most recent addition is some blue lights, and these were from Pecco.com on sale. We were looking for an inexpensive blue light, and we got them. These retail for about $50, I want to say.
Yeah, $50 on clearance.
And they don't have the housing, so eventually what we'll do is we'll buy the aluminum casing, and then there's a two-sided tape that goes on the back of them. But at night they have a little bit of blue moon hinge. And we have everything set on timers so that the flow gets really quiet. So that's the main tank, and as you can see, we have a beautiful French angel in there. He's like the showpiece. Really love that guy. Back here we have Charlie and Henry, two of our original fish, and for some reason they do really well in the quarantine tank. This is a 55-gallon. We've painted it. I've done a couple of changes here too. We've modded the lighting system to include some blue lights here, and so it's basically the same thing. All I did was tape them to the inside of the housing of the fluorescent, and there you go. So when these are on constantly, they add a little blue to the white light, which is nice. That gives it a little softer look, and at night they stay nice, and one side will stay blue, so fish can sleep in the darker side, but there still is a blue section, because the Heniochus likes to swim around even when the lights are out. And there's our old friend Charlie. He just loves this tank. It's a smooth glass bottom. He likes to get on his side like that. So he really does better. Every time we move him to the main tank, he seems to come down with some kind of stress issue. I don't know what it is, but he just likes the 55-gallon. That's all this is. We're running a UV lamp and an overhead filter, along with an Eheim, which is over underneath on the bottom, an Eheim canister, and we have quite a bit of filtration on this little 55-gallon. The only thing we don't have on there is a protein skimmer. protein hasn't been an issue. There's no live rock. We keep a dab of copper in there just to ward off anything. And right now we're running it a little hypo, and we've got it lukewarm because the fish was the hippo tang was scratching himself a little. Over here we have our RO production. This is where we fill the jugs of water. So what we'll do is we'll put a bucket of water here once the RO is filled, and we'll empty that out. This is our hospital tank. It's a 5-gallon. We'll use that to medicate new arrivals. We'll make sure they've got plenty of vitamins and feed them, baby feed them. And this is where we store all of our filter pads and so forth. Here is our pride and joy. It's our mixing tank. This is where it all happens. This is how we manufacture perfect salt water.
Yeah, here's an RO.
What we've got going on here is we basically have, after we upgraded our circulation pumps, we moved them over to the mixing tank, and we have a I forget the
MaxiJet 1500.
the MaxiJet 1500. So basically the MaxiJet is working like this. As you can see, the heater's moving around there a little bit. So the MaxiJet is flowing this way, and these pumps are kind of swirling things this way. So we have like a dual wash machine type vortex. And I want to just show you how we are going to get the next batch of the water change going, because our main tank is due for a water change. We have salt that we keep in here, and we're going to follow the recipe, which is about a half a cup per gallon. We have about 30 gallons. So I'm going to say each one of these is about a cup. So we're going to need about 7 of these. And that's what I'm going to do. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. I'm going to stop at 5. And there we go. Nice. Okay, looks a little cloudy and everything, but those pumps are going to mix everything up perfectly. The water's being heated. So we've got mixing, heating. The only thing we don't have in there is aeration, but you know what? This is also a wet-dry type thing. And before we do the water change, we'll drop a stone in there and let it aerate also. So that's our mixing apparatus, and as you can see, when it's not in use, we can kind of put things away. We're also storing some of the things in here, and we scored this unit for free along with that shelf. So we're doing it on a budget. This isn't like unlimited funds. We're doing things on a budget. Yeah, we did splurge on a couple of things. We raised some money by selling a little bit of this and trading a little bit of that, but we did it economically. And if you're shrewd, you're sharp, you could go and find used things, which we did. We found brand new things in the package for less than half of what the retail cost was. So what did we buy there?
Heaters.
We bought these heaters. We bought these pumps. And I want to say these heaters ran us about
$30.
$30 for the large, which is the 150 watt.
200 watt.
And about
100
20
watt.
for the 100 watt, or 15 for the 100 watt, I think. And then we bought these 2 pumps here.
Acronym.
And where I have this set up, also my same philosophy.
That's the 12.
This is one is a little more powerful than the other, but at night I have this on the light timer. So
that's the 1200.
So when it shuts off, it's like calm in there, like a bay would be in the middle of the night. So the fish aren't swimming against the tide anymore. When the lights are on, everything's kicked on and water is swirling around in there. At night, it gets quiet. It gets calm. It gets enjoyable for the fish. I really believe that that's important because, it's good to have them running around during the day, but when they're trying to sleep, they want to be stationary. That's just my opinion because I can't talk to fish, and we're just assuming that that's what the fish would like. And that's going to be our wrap. So I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check our webcam, by the way. It's really, really cool to be able to come in anywhere in the world, look into our webcam, dial it up, and just plug in the IP address into your browser, It'll take you right here and to the username and password, and you'll see the tank 24/7. You'll see the timer, the lights, so you can check them out, and it's pretty cool. You'll watch the fish swim around all hours of the day, even at night when the blue lights are on. So again, check in with us again. We're going to be adding some cool stuff coming up here, some new unboxings. So appreciate you guys checking in on me, and have a great, safe, happy New Year.
Cut.